Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to the Progressive. So, this is the last, I promise you, the last of the age and maturity series. Okay, so we're going to cover this pretty much till 66. Afterwards, you're pretty much done anyway. What do you want to do with the world after 66? I mean, come on, let's face it, you're done. Kaput kalas. Okay, so let's deal with this. Keep watching, and I'm forgetting something. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Move along. Just see the presentation, and we'll cover your life pretty much done. That's why we are making this whole series anyway, evolutionary astrology, because you pretty much have a little time. Afterwards, you're pretty much packing your bags. Okay? Have a nice one and stay safe. Once again, okay? With the 12 years human cycle, this will be the last. So let's begin straight away without any further ado. Right. So 46 to 51, if you remember the last one, if you're even watching this series, I congratulate you if you're watching these boring stuff. But never mind. 46, 47, 48, I would put in pink because this belongs to the previous one. Right up to 49, 51, what is happening in your life? Fifth house matures. That is creative intelligence, children, education, love and romance. You might find love and romance again, as if once was not enough. But never mind. Never mind. Creative intelligence. You might get some creative, or your children might be grown up by this time. Their education, the children's education, might come into focus during this time. That goes right up till 51, okay? And keep a watch on the houses which you are transitioning during these particular age years. That's the main important thing right here, okay? Next. So, in the age group between 48 to 54, what's happening? Ketu, the south node of the moon, matures, the disjointed one, the body without the head. Detachment starts, okay? This is an age group where person really starts detaching from their life and looking back. The first of the series, they start looking back at their entire life like, what just happened? What was the thing called my life all about? That starts at 48, goes right up to 54. And look at the houses, once again, they are transitioning every year. So every year from 48 to 54, you will revisit every single one of these aspects and what these houses represent, right up till 6th house on 54, which happens to be the house of enemies. In let's say 49th year, you will start understanding yourself and what happened to you as a person. Second house, you'll start understanding family, elder siblings. Third house, younger siblings, your skills. At 52, you might focus more on the home affairs. At 53, you might focus more on the kids. 54, what were all my enemies about? What were all those people? Why were they inimical to me? That kind of thing. And Ketu, what does it start? You start understanding memories. What does your memory mean? What does my entire life mean? Whatever has passed by, what did it really all mean? What is the essence of your learning? That's what Ketu brings. Because this is being absorbed by the soul, remember that. Okay? Everything Ketu does in this lifetime and what you bring from past life is all about learning between lifetimes as a soul. It's very powerful. You understand your memories. Your true spirituality begins. There is liberation of the mind, and the most affected is Scorpio. Why? Because Scorpio first house is ruled by Ketu combined with Mars. So they really understand their depths in this age group, the Scorpions. Okay, they mature in this age to whatever degree they are working on themselves. Remember, you have to work on yourself, it doesn't come automatic. Next, from 52 to 57, we have the 6th house maturity. This is when you really understand your daily work, what your daily work was, what your routines are. Maybe some health issues might come up as you transit between 4th house right up till 9th house in the age group of 52 to 57. You might understand who your enemies were. This is a very deep aspect, understanding what the inimical energy in your life was, looking back. You may become very critical in this phase, right up till 57. You may be criticizing everyone and everything. in your life, your people, your work, the world, the society, your job, etc., etc. This one is not right, that one is not right, yeah, 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 all that goes on. Okay. Then comes 58 to 65. Again, 61 to 63. I've put this in one slide so that we can finish up this series. We need to move on, right? Okay. So 58 to 65, you're going through a lot of houses, actually more than half. Okay, this is a long period. In this 58 to 65 age group, what happens? The seventh house matures. What is shown above 55, this one. Okay, the seventh house matures, meaning what? You really understand your marriage was about, what was your marriage or marriages was about, what your spouse or spouses, as the case may be, were about. You may even have an affair at this time if something is kicking in, some Venus is maturing somewhere. Or you might have happiness from kids, because in this age group your kids might be getting married, you might become a grandparent, you might even go to foreign lands and stay with them, looking after your grandkids. That might happen in this age, sure, why not? Then the last but never the least, the 66 onwards, the 8th house matures. What does the 8th house stands for? It stands for longevity, it stands for death, transformation of soul. This is the house of occult. This is when real stuff begins. After 66, we should start changing into life begins after 66. There might be a sense of hopelessness, because what can you do after 66? Let's face it, there might be despair. Chronic illnesses start after 66, taking full-on root. Okay, so this is pretty much it, and this covers all the 12-year cycles right up till 66 to 72. All right, so we won't go past this because everything else is irrelevant after this. So now we will begin the next series after this in another video where we go evolutionary and take some Western astrological aspects like trine, square, opposition, etc. again through 12-year cycle and see where that goes. Probably I'll do that, or probably not. We'll see. We'll take it as it comes. Okay. All right. If you haven't already, I don't know how much reminders you need. Like, share, subscribe, and we will take it to the next step. Take care, be safe wherever you are, and find time to dance.